Hello and welcome to another episode of Fireside Chats with Josh. This is your host, Josh. Good to see you all again. It's been a nice holiday season, but it's nice to be back in the swing of things, bringing you guys content. So, missed you. Definitely missed you. Hope you all had a good uh, holiday time. So, today we're looking at a brand new 2025 Roadtrek Zion. It has some really sharp colors on it. It has the sort of silver contrast color on a white exterior, and it's nice. It's going to have the what I kind of prefer, the lighter interior woodwork and the darker upholstery. The reason I like that, the lighter woodwork makes it feel a little bit bigger. Darker upholstery is going to make it harder for dirt and for pens and things like that not to really affect it too much. Where lighter upholstery, that can be more of an issue. So we got power steps on each door, each of the three doors, nice aluminum wheels throughout. This one's loaded too as far as chassis features. It's interestingly enough, this is a 2025 Roadtrek, but we ordered it such that this is a 2023 Ram chassis. And the reason we did that is the cost. The 2024 chassis, a lot more expensive. So we're talking like $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 more. And it's not that different. You're getting more, you get lane keeping assist in the 2024 chassis. That's kind of the main thing. But this one, being fully loaded, is going to have the adaptive cruise control on it and is going to have the rear view mirror camera that's on all the time. So those are the two big ones that sometimes you get, sometimes you don't on these Rams, and then it has it all. It also has a larger touch screen. Again, one of those things where some will come, each one's a unicorn, each Ram, each chassis we have on the lot here is its own unicorn. So it's nice that this one is feature packed with everything you could want. So going on, we have the power awning on the top, and all very nice automotive glass all throughout. Gives it a real sharp, neat kind of look. Definitely doesn't look cluttered. And coming to the rear here, got a hitch. You can tow 3,500 pounds with this. And to the right there, there's going to be your city water input. And that will have its own water regulator built in, so you don't have to worry about that. And to the left there is going to be our shore power plug-in, and right next to it is cable TV plug-in, just in case it's rainy or cold or something and you don't want to go outside too much. It's nice to have that option. Very good storage in the back here, I would say. Very open. Good for maybe golf bags, certainly lawn chairs, bag chairs, things like that. Pretty open scenario. And yeah, like that type of stuff can be moved. Pretty everything in here can be moved to wherever you want. So also you have 3 seat belts for the rear. That's another nice thing. A lot of these Rams are only going to have 2 seat belts, and a lot of times they're just lap belts. Here you got 2 3-point seat belts on either side, 1 lap belt in the middle. So you can carry up to 5 people. Definitely a nice touch, I think. Coming over, we have the outside shower, hot and cold water, and to instant tankless water here with the Truma Aqua Go. Very nice. And then we'll have the Macerator sewage pump out here, which is a nice sort of, I always call it a more civilized way of emptying your gray and black water, as you can essentially, it's a smaller diameter hose. You put that into a hole in the ground at the dump station, and then you go back in your climate controlled coach and push and hold the red button. So you are nowhere near where the action happens in case there is some sort of leak or something. You can go fix that on your own without being there. And yeah, I mean, the other nice thing is it's going to be a pump. So whether you're on an incline, decline, doesn't matter. It's always going to pump all of it out. And there is a gravity backup as well in case that macerator pump broke on you or whatever, or some people just prefer the gravity. So that's there for you too. You can use either one, really doesn't matter. So output for the Truma heating system gonna be right there. And yeah, we're gonna have another power step there. Really nice look. I really like that silver accent on the white here. It's very understated, classy looking. You know, it doesn't it's not too pretentious. I kind of like that. Definitely like that. It's got a real nice interior as we briefly chatted about. It's got the big roll F screen here with the zipper, and then of course you can enter and exit with the magnet right here. So it makes that easy. Coming in here, we're gonna have nice granite countertops to our left, induction stove as well, so you can it's recessed, which is nice. So it's you don't lose any counter space, which is a nice plus. You do have a countertop extension there as well. And yeah, the induction will cook faster. In addition, no open flame, much safer. So that's always a plus in a motorhome. You're going to have 600 amps of lithium ion batteries, and they've made them much easier to work with. So basically, all you have to do now versus previously is if you want to turn your inverter on, you can do that. Before, it was a fairly complex series of events to just turn the batteries on. And then to know when they're charging, when they aren't charging, was a very complicated, believe it or not, complicated setup. So the fact that you no longer have to worry about that, you just hit your battery disconnect, just works like any other battery you've ever worked with and just turns on simply. You don't have to turn it on or, get them warmed up or whatever. I guess I should say you may still need to warm it up since it is lithium batteries and it's very cold out today. Today would be one of those days. So, one thing you could simply do is just leave the batteries on and just go on your trip. And then eventually, your heaters for the batteries will heat the batteries to temperature, and then it will then charge those batteries up from the in-engine generator when you're going. So you could simply just not worry about it, leave the batteries on, you're good to go, or plug it in, and then it will heat up the batteries offshore power, and then charge them offshore power, keep them charged from that in-engine generator. So plenty of ways to do that, but it's nice that it's much easier, as 99% of the phone calls I would get after the sale had to do with those batteries for sure. So can't be stated enough how I like that they've simplified that. And let's check out our bathroom here. It's pretty spacious for a B. There's plenty of room even for a big guy like me, 6'1", to take a shower in here. Remember, you have that instant tankless water heater as well. Nice full height porcelain bowl foot flush toilet there as well. So definitely a nice setup. And one of the great things about Roadtrek is you have a nice, huge 37-gallon fresh tank. So you're really off-grid capable. As you have the battery power, the recharge capacity with 300 watts of solar, and the in-engine generator. And then having 37 gallons of fresh water is a huge amount of fresh water, about double, I would say, the capacity of other tanks. So definitely nice. Let's continue our trip backwards. There's some storage here. Nice big 5 cubic foot double fridge and freezer here. Really one of the bigger ones in a Class B that I've seen. We've got our microwave up on top, just a regular microwave, nothing too fancy, but nice to have. Not every bee has a microwave, so it's nice that it has it. And here we've got some extra throw pillows, armrest pillows, and the post for the rear table. And looks like it has the Lagoon mount on it. So this one will have the Lagoon set up so you can set up the table. It's just a quick lock like that. And basically, then you can maneuver the table in any direction you want it to go, which is nice. And the other nice thing is you can, this being a power bed, it's a king size bed. So if you want to, you can make it into two twins. So that's why this is really the Zion, sort of the most versatile layout that we sell. There we go. Okay. So having trouble hitting the button and filming. So yeah, you have essentially two full twin beds here and a big gap in the middle. And some people will fill that in, some people won't. As you can make it just one big king size bed. There's a board that goes in the middle. Those two back cushions go in the middle, and then you have one big king bed. But a lot of other people will leave that open, as it's a lot easier to get out in the middle of the night when you have to use the restroom. So very cool setup. In the back here as well, we're going to have our smart TV, and there is an antenna as well for local channels. It's on a big swivel mount that you can swivel completely around. So when you have the two seats, front driver's seat swiveled, you will be able to see that TV. And I guess it's worth noting the front seats do swivel. So that's going to be a nice touch for you. And there's plenty of outlets on both sides as well. And then you can flip this up too if you want a desk sort of on this side. You can also set up the table in the front here. So you can set that up either in the front or the back. So if you just wanted to swing them around and use the front as sort of a lounge area and the back is just a bed, you can do that. A lot of people will do that, just leave the bed set up for the whole trip and then use this sort of as a lounge area. So makes sense doing it that way too. But to each their own, certainly. But it gives you a lot of ways to skin a cat, I guess. So anyway, we got some storage up here. It's nice and lined. I like that. It's got like a heavy liner. And we talked about this is a 2023 Ram chassis. So it has a lot of goodies. Has the wireless charging port there. Has the adaptive cruise control. It has the rear view mirror camera that's on all the time. That's a big one in my opinion. Absolutely huge in my opinion. That one's a big one. And then you still have blind spot assist and all kinds of collision assists and things like that. So very advanced chassis, and you're getting pretty good mileage between 17, 20, 21. Just depends on conditions and things like that. So all right, guys, thanks again. Please like and subscribe. So important as the channel's new. I love each and every one of you. Happy holidays, I should say. Whatever faith you are, I'm glad that you've chosen to watch me, and I will do my best to give you the most up-to-date and good information as I can. So thanks very much, and I look forward to working with you all in the new year. So thanks again. Up here is going to be our holding tank heater. So we're just going to switch this on until that red light just stays on, and we're going to forget about it. Of course, assuming it's cold out. And our propane to turn that on or off is inside. I love that. You don't have to, you don't have to go outside, crawl underneath the coach or anything like that to turn that on or off. And inverter, so you're going to have a smaller inverter here. It's mainly made so you can watch TV in the middle of the night without needing to run the generator, be plugged in, just run right off your battery system to get that 110 household current. So it's going to work for this TV in the sound bar, and usually it'll work for the kitchen plug-in as well. Let me just sorry for a quick pan. Usually it's going to work for this outlet as well.